Republican state lawmakers are looking to strengthen the verification process of voter eligibility by adding additional requirements. Good evening, I'm Brittany Muller.
And I'm Melissa Marino. Thank you so much for joining us. The bill's sponsor says he wants to close current loopholes in the process and prevent future voter fraud.
But as News Channel 8's Capitol Bureau reporter Mackenzie Laporte tells us, not everyone is endorsing these efforts.
Republicans say now is not the time to rest on our laurels and that this bill will only help secure our elections. However, Democrats argue that this bill will actually just turn voters away.
What is the harm in just enforcing our laws?
State Representative Bernie Jacques out of St. Pete says he wants to reinforce public trust in the state's election system.
We must continue to secure our elections to make sure that there are no gaps in our system, especially when it comes to non-citizens voting in our elections. We must ensure that never occurs in the state of Florida.
After the 2020 election, the Florida legislature enacted election integrity reforms. Representative Jacques adds that his efforts now are a continuation of that fight. House Bill 831 adds measures to verify citizenship during the voter registration process and also looks to remove folks who no longer live in the state.
And those who aren't living, period. Right? Those who are deceased are removed from the rolls.
With that, Democrats in opposition of the bill say the additional requirements will only turn voters away.
But they make it seem like we have this massive fraud and you have all of these people from someplace else voting, the dead people are voting, which is all just a bunch of foolishness. So for me, this is trying to make it more difficult for people. You put up as many roadblocks as you possibly can in hoping that people are not going to vote.
While the legislation has been introduced, it has not been called for a vote just yet. Representative Bernie Jacques says that he believes his bill hasn't been called for a vote due to the amount of election bills being filed this legislative session and hopes that his colleagues will see the importance behind his efforts. In Tallahassee, Mackenzie Laporte, 8 on your side.